Today on the Tiger Basketball Report, we'll preview the Tigers matchup with the Herd of Marshall. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Basketball Report, presented by the Green Turtle, starts now. Hello again, fans, and welcome to the Tiger Basketball Report, coming to you from Diane Richardson's office in the Towson Center, as CQ Arena a little occupied at the moment for upcoming commencement ceremonies. Coach, Marshall coming in, but before we get to the Thundering Herd, tough game at Rutgers, a close game at Rutgers, where you guys were in it throughout, and it was a what-if game where both of you were in the same quadrant for the NCAA tournament, so everybody was kind of getting a look at what would have happened if we beat UConn and they beat Buffalo. And how did you feel your team came out and played and competed?
Well, again, like you said, it was a close game, and we were in fact tied in third quarter. I think we did well defensively. It was good to be able to withstand their pressure too. So we got to see a little different type of team, and I think we survived, and I thought we did some good things.
Something that I know you had to be happy to see was Melo looked like Melo in that game. 23 points for her, and she had been someone who had been struggling scoring the basketball, and to do it against a team like Rutgers, a good team, that had to make you happy and kind of relieved, be like, okay, she might be getting back into her groove a little bit.
Yeah, and just to see her just do it effortlessly, that's the way she normally plays, and I was glad she was relaxed and in the game and took her shots, and she played some tough defense too, had quite a few steals, so it's good to have her back.
And now the challenge, I suppose, is catching that lightning in a bottle for her and saying, okay, you did it against Rutgers, I need you to do it against Marshall, and I need you to do it down and down, and as we go on the season, how do you get her to kind of, it's a head game at that point, how do you get her to get in the right mindset where she keeps consistent?
Well, we've been talking about consistency and just not talking about it, but just, showing film and things like that about being consistent and having the same attitude every time you step on the court.
Aside from Melo, shooting woes still a little tough as a team.
Yes.
33% from the floor, 7 of 21 from three-point. Starting with the three-pointers, 21 threes, only making 7 of them. It's a little living by the three, dying by the three. Are you okay with the output, or are you looking for other?
Definitely not. I'm pleased. We've got to work on that, and we've been doing that in practice, and game time, it just slips away from us. I don't know why. But we've definitely got to tackle that.
Are you okay with the attempts, or do you go into that game saying we need to take a lot of threes, or we're a three-point shooting team, we want to take that many threes, or is it them trying to shoot out of it?
Not specifically. It's what the defense gives us, and they've taken some shots that looked pretty good on the release, just didn't fall.
So moving on to December 21st, Marshall coming back in, and this is a team that you beat in Marshall last year, and this was kind of, you had some big wins last year up until that point, and then I think once you guys beat Marshall, everybody was like, this team might be a little dangerous this year. I mean, it wasn't like, they got lucky a couple games back. They're pretty consistent.
I think it was a turning point for us, that Marshall game, and we kind of toughed it out with them. They're a tough team. They shoot well. And we overcame a 12-point halftime deficit, and just showed the grit in us a little last year. And we knew we had something going on. I know Marshall's going to come back in here prepared and try to take one from us, but we've got to be prepared for that as well.
And that kind of took my next question. I mean, Marshall probably thought, we got Towson coming in here. Should be a win for us, and now they're feeling like maybe you guys stole a bike off their porch, and they're going to come back for it. They have, I think it was 3 of 5 starters returning from that team last I looked. how do you get the team ready to be like, okay, this team is going to come out and try to punch you in the mouth?
Yeah, and that's the thing. They are trying to come in here to win, and we've had an up and down season ourselves, so we've got to fight to win too, and can't be complacent. This is a must win for us.
And both teams, interestingly enough, coming off of losses against Rutgers, so now both teams trying to get back in the win column.
Right.
You take a look at Marshall, Savannah Wheeler, Kristen Mayo, both very good players. But nobody really has stats, and it's no offense to anyone on Marshall. No one's stats jump off the page at you. You don't go, wow, this girl really can score the basketball.
Yeah.
What do you see when you see from Marshall?
Well, I see, even scoring. I see a lot of people putting numbers up. I see them shooting well. They're shooting well from three. So we've got to be cognizant of that, and it's got to be a full team approach.
And obviously, we talk about Q and Nakaya and Mello and Ryan ad nauseum.
Yeah.
I feel like you're wanting more from your bench and that you need to get more. How do you kind of tap into that? And who do you feel like is ready to step up and be that person off the bench that can give you a couple points here and there and some good hustle plays?
Well, we tried some extra players in the Rutgers game as well, just to see how they performed on the court with pressure and all that. I think Scooper Siobhan Smith is doing a great job. She's having some big games with numbers wise, and defensively we've put her on with some of their best players. So I think she's doing really well. She'll be able to get a lot of minutes. Mariah Gray came in last game in Towson and did some good things defensively. So I think they're learning right now and stepping up. Maggie Sharp, our sharpshooter, will get some time as well. So we're looking forward to trying to get some of them on the court.
All right, that'll do it for us today on the Tiger Basketball Report. And on December 21st, 2 o'clock, Tigers welcome in Marshall to CQ Arena. We hope to see you there, and if you can't make it out, I'll have the call with Rashad Christian on TowsonTigers.com. For head coach Diane Richardson, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.